everybody, and welcome to Week in Review. This is where we take a look at all the videos that we did last week, give you short snippets of our thoughts and links in the description so you can decide whether you want to watch the full review or not. Let's start with Z.
Hey everybody, Z Garcia here. Last week I reviewed 3 games. We put out also a new board game blender. Go check that out. I also put out a little vlog from the Gathering of Friends. If you want a little behind the scenes look at what was going down there, also go check that out. Reviews. I did a review for Xibalba, which is a dice-driven card game. It's interesting. It's got a bizarre theme. It kind of feels like King of Tokyo, but it's a little more loose than that. It's kind of swingy, very lucky game. It's okay. I enjoyed it for its quirkiness almost, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Go get King of Tokyo first. I also reviewed the latest expansion to Castle Panic, Engines of War, which is interesting. That's a new element, which is building things up over several turns, and it's a nice original sort of aspect to the entire thing. I don't like it quite as much as the original expansion, the first one with the wizard, but I do like it more than the second expansion. So if you've got the wizard, you want a little more, go check out Engines of War. And then lastly, I reviewed the latest dual decks for Magic the Gathering. Mind versus Might is what it's called. And it's good. It's interesting. There's a lot of rares and one mythic rare, of course, in there. So the power level is nice and high. They are well balanced against each other. They both feel very cool, very interesting. The theme isn't particularly original for this dual deck, but that's okay, because I really like what they're doing with these matchups. So check that out as well, and that's going to do it for me. I'll see you next time.
Hey folks, welcome back to another Week in Review. I was part of 6 videos this week. The first one was a Gathering of Friends vlog, just some video that I shot while I was up there, different games that I was able to play, final thoughts on, the first impression final thoughts, I guess you could say, after we played some of those games, and just some of the other things that we did. I think it was a pretty cool video to make. Hopefully you'll enjoy watching it. Did another video with Rob Oren for our Battling Brushes series. We're currently going through our Guild Ball teams. I'm doing a Denver Broncos themed Butchers Guild, and Rob is doing a Pittsburgh Steelers themed Fisherman's Guild team. So I think it's pretty neat to watch. Go ahead and check those out as well. Tom, Z, and I also did a Miami Dice for Yamatai, a new root or network building game that's coming out from Days of Wonder this year. And it is a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. Beautiful components, beautiful artwork, just over the top. A game that I probably wouldn't like so much. The artwork and the component quality really pulled me in. Gave it an 8 out of 10 because of all of those things kind of congealing at the right level for me. Also did a video for Pyramid Poker from R&R Games. Also gave this one an 8 out of 10, but for a little bit of a different reason than Yamatai. I really enjoyed the simplicity and just the clunky components. And clunky isn't really a good word, but just chunky and nice and big. I really enjoyed playing the game. It's a nice, simple variation on poker. So go check that one out as well. Also did a review for Ankh, a really simple card game that is hand management, a little bit of set collection, a little bit of take that mixed into it, but it's a very light game. You just play to a certain number of points. Whoever gets to that number of points first is the winner, where you're trying to provide gifts for the Pharaoh, and he wants some, he doesn't want others, and he's kind of indifferent on a couple of other kinds of things. It's a really interesting game, very light, so it's going to be a filler game. If you're looking for anything other than that, you probably want to go somewhere else, but I enjoyed it. I gave it a 6 out of 10. And then finally, I did a review for Clear for Takeoff from Blue Orange Games. Now, this one, I really enjoyed the concept of it. You're basically just trying to get your planes to take off first, and whoever does that first, all 3 of them, is the winner immediately. No frills or loopholes or anything like that. But what really did a disservice for this game was the fact that you can really mess somebody over with a pretty strong take that mechanism that's thrown in there. On top of that, it felt most of the time like you were just simply top decking the cards that you're, fishing for cards that you wanted or needed, and then you would get them and boom, you get hit with a weather card that just doesn't work for the plane that's trying to take off for you. It just seems like a random mess. The first game from Blue Orange Games that I really didn't care that much for. Usually they knock it out of the park for me, but this one was a disappointment. Go check it out. Maybe you'll have different feelings on it. That's all from me though. See you on the flip side.
It's Ray Candy from Epic Gaming Night, and this week I took a look at DiceBot Mega Fun, which is a game where you're trying to grab resources in real time to be able to power your weapons on your robot and take out your opponents. It's a cool little simultaneous action game, lots of fun. Make sure to check out my review of that. And I also took a look at KO Heroes. This is another real-time game where you see the different images on the different character cards and you try to touch the cartridge character. It's got this retro look and it's a speed game, but I wasn't so hot on it, but if you're interested in that, make sure to check out my review for that as well. And also make sure to check out Favorite Game Friday, which we do every week. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you there.
Hello, Dice Towerians, or something. It's been a while, but I'm trying to get back now, yeah, because things just happen and, well, I can't always review life, you know? This week I did a sweet game called Sweet Nose. It's a game from Taiwan. It's by Frank Liu and Jason Lin. It's a game about eating candy, and if you're too greedy, you will eat the gods' candy and they will be angry and they will throw you down. So you have to swap candy with the other players and try to eat the least candy, even though they're so delicious. It's a sweet little game, Sweet Nose. Well, see ya.
Hello everyone, we're Meeple Talk, and we reviewed this week Oracle of Delphi. Yes, that's a failed game by Taystream Insta. This is a game set in ancient Greece. It's a race to complete 12 tasks, and the first one who completes them all wins the game. It's a really fun game, multiple different strategies, a lot of tension in the game. I thought it was fantastic, great art, really good design. I gave it a 9.5.
What can I say that would be any different? I really mirror Adam's comments. I'm also going to give it a 9.5. It's tight. It's really well done. Absolutely give it a go. So if you want to see our full review for more explanation, come check it out.
All right, for me, first of all, we'll start with Heroes and Tricks. Heroes and Tricks was a trick-taking game where you're putting the cards in a box. There were 4 colors, but each color had 2 suits, and you only could see the card the last person played. A lot of interesting ideas, but it just is kind of a mess, and when it comes down to it, the game's pretty much random. It's too bad because the graphic design and everything looks fantastic, just is not that great of a game. Dark Souls, the board game. I think the miniatures of this game are fantastic, but the game itself just doesn't really jive for me. It takes way too long in this game to level up to fight the bosses. Fighting the bosses is the most interesting part of the game. Fighting through wave after wave after wave of enemies to get souls and then harvest those souls. It felt like a grind, and the whole thing just felt a little uninspired to me. Spinaroo, this is a game where you're spinning a spinner and then their numbers will appear and kids have to grab them if they match their board. Really great for kids with color and number matching. Pancake Pile-Up, another game for kids as you pick up pancakes with a spatula and go and put them on piles. You run across the room to do it. Really, really enjoyable for my kids. Shiba Inu House. This is not a kids game. It looks like one. But in this one, you have a bunch of cards. Well, it could be kids, I guess. And you have a doghouse, and you got to build it. Easy. Round 2, 2 doghouses. You build it. Round 3, 3 doghouses. But now you have to put cards together. It becomes a speed logic game. Pretty good. Flying Kiwis. This one is a kids game where you're shooting kiwis into an area and into a grid. So you're shooting them on these little catapults, trying to get 4 in a row. Crazy, zany fun. Sagrada. This is a dice placement game where you're building cathedral windows with different colored dice, and you are drafting dice and putting dice in the right spots, trying to match colors and numbers to different things. A fun drafting game. I think this one is going to get a lot of love from people. Let's take a look at the King of Tokyo Power-Up expansion for the 2nd edition of King of Tokyo. This one is pretty much a essential expansion now. You want your monsters in King of Tokyo to feel different. You want them to feel unique and interesting. This one will allow it to be done. And then I also took a look at the Onitama expansion. This is just some more cards for Onitama. So Onitama only uses 5 cards per game. So this one adds in a pile more cards, adds a whole lot more variety between the cards that you pick. Magic Maze. This game was so surprising at how much I like this, at how much I'm matching up this maze and running through the maze as fast as I can, and it's cooperative, but you can't talk, and you're trying to communicate, and each person can do one thing, and you have to work together as a team. So much fun. Magic Maze. And Cosmic Encounter. Now you say, what? You've already reviewed Cosmic Encounter. You're right. So I started a new series last week where I'm going to go into a little bit more depth as to why I love certain games. And so it's called Why I Love. And this one is Why I Love Cosmic Encounter. I'm going to try to do that each week. And of course, Cosmic is my favorite game of all time. But hopefully this will let me give some more in-depth reasons as to why I enjoy these games so much. So that's what we did last week. I also did a few more Best Publisher series. I did Top 10 Gangster Games. And there was a look back. Just other stuff that came up over the past week. So certainly check all that out on our channel. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell. And this has been Week in Review.